guys, my name is Joy Gary. I am the lead makeup artist and trainer at Makeup by Dennis. And today guys, I'm going to show you how to do a very nice skin walk, probably a skin walk that you can wear probably for your everyday look if you have time. But this is one of those skin walks that is going to give you a perfect finish. So stay tuned and let's do this. First step is to make sure that your base is done. So moisturizing, you have your moisturizer on. If you're wearing your sunscreen, please make sure your sunscreen is on. And right now I am going in with primer. So you can either put it directly on your face, you can use your fingers or use a brush like I am doing. And this is a hydrating primer because I love my skin hydrated. But if you have oily skin, please use a mattifying primer. So the reason I'm using a brush is because of hygiene, because I handle so many faces, and I'm just used to it. But you can use your fingers yourself. So next step is I'm going to use Perfect Shade, my foundation that's Perfect Shade, and I'm just going to do a very thin layer of foundation all over my face. And doing this helps me to create a plain canvas. So I'm going to do foundation all over. Make sure you have, but a very thin layer, because after this you're going to do like 2 more layers of foundation. And trust me guys, it's going to be looking very nice. You won't even, nobody will know that you've layered your foundation. Next step is contouring. I like doing my contour before highlight. That way it gives me more control over highlights, I'd say. Let's see how it goes. So how do you know what part of your face to contour? You'd know where to contour. Most people, you'd hear someone tell you mahali nywele zako zimeishia, but someone like nywele zangu zimeishia huku chini. So you pima with mahali mask yako imeishia, just here. This is where you're going to start your contour from. So this is how you're going to do it. And the motion to use is dabbing. You first place the product, concentrate most of it upper mwisho, and then bring it towards the center of your face and blend using an upward motion. As you go upwards towards your hair, and as you go towards your forehead, use an away motion. Alright, so it's like you're dabbing but still pulling away. So make sure everything is very well blended. You don't have lines, and in those lines in makeup we call them harsh lines, and that's not what we want in this process. So same brush, no more product, pitia hapa na hapa. You may add some contour here if you have a double chin, to contour your chin so that it doesn't look so that you can give yourself a jawline. Alright, so same brush, no product, pitia hapa. You're gonna see how that's gonna make my face look very natural. Now I'm doing my nose contour. There are 2 types of nose contours. You can do cream contour or powder contour. So right now I am doing cream contour. I'm using a smaller brush to blend the nose contour. Be very gentle and make sure everything is well blended. Remember, we don't want any harsh lines. Now I am highlighting my face, and of course I'm using a cream highlight. I just pick product and I place it on my face. The dabbing motion helps in making your foundation or concealer blend so seamlessly. Look at that. And then remember, wherever the contour and the highlights are meeting, blend that area. Make sure the 2 are marrying. Alright? No harsh lines. Remember that. Then you can see an obvious difference between this side that's highlighted and this side that's not highlighted. So you can see how important highlighting is. So what's usually in question is, are you a brush girl or a beauty blender girl? But me, I'd say both of them are really good. So this is how I blend the 2 of them. I use my brush to place and blend, but I use my beauty blender just to make sure everything is in place. So I just put a little amount of product and then I just go over everything, starting with the under eyes, nose bridge, forehead, upper lip, chin, jaw, and then to the areas that I contoured. This just helps the makeup to look not too much. In case you've layered and you realize that you've overlayered your makeup, this is your friend to help you reduce a lot of product in case you did a lot of product. And then from this step, always remember guys that putting foundation on your neck is very, very important, just for the continuity of texture from your face to your neck. After doing your skin work, setting it with a powder is very, very important. What are the reasons why we set with a powder? One is to make sure that you don't sweat a lot, and also just look at the magic that powder does on the foundation. But start with the inner corner of the eyes. And I'm not baking, I am just setting with some powder. Look at that. Just look at the difference of the side with powder and the side without powder. So powder is very, very important. And I am using my beauty blender to place my powder. So before you set your face with powder, remember that your face is not supposed to be having any crystals, especially the under eyes. If you look at my under eyes, I already have crystals. If I happen to place powder on these crystals, they're gonna look this bad. In fact, worse than this. So what I do, I go back with my foundation brush and just clear out the crease lines just before I place powder. And it's as easy as just using the brush that you had placed your highlight with. And then I powder. Yes. Same powder on my nose. My nose bridge. Forehead. Not too much, but just enough. So my full face is powdered, and if you're wondering, are you still gonna be using the same bright powder or leave it like that? What I usually do is I take a darker powder and I am gonna place the powder on the areas that I contoured. This is just to make sure that the contour is still visible. So everywhere that we contoured, the dark powder goes. And then the nose, without adding the powder. And that's it. This is some skin work that you can wear as your everyday look, or when you wanna just show up and probably look nice. So my face is done. I have already contoured my face with powder, and at this point I can just set my face using a setting spray, and I can go outside like that. But if I want to add some little vibrance to this look, I can add blush and highlight. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, and we can see the difference, or rather the effect the bronzing process does on the face. I am blending my blush, and it has to be perfectly infused with the contour and also the part that you highlighted. I will use the help of my beauty blender just to marry these two. I'll use the help of my beauty blender just to marry where the highlight and the blush are meeting. And after that, it's time to highlight for the gods. So the highlight goes right above the blush, and first of all, just connect it to the highlight of the brow. Cute. And then blend. You're gonna make my cheekbones pop.